always sort of in gear and on.
Yep, yep,
Okay.
yep.
All right. So when we think about this, if today if I had to say this, what I want you to do, and I know I'm not really just talking. I know it's hard to do, outside of family, outside of church, outside of mom and dad. I mean, what if you wanted to do something that made you happy? Just you do something that made you happy. I mean, what makes? And I know that's hard,
Yeah.
okay, because everything in your life at this point revolves around family,
Yeah.
revolves around church,
Yeah.
revolves around mom and dad. It all does.
Yeah.
But see, there's a part of you, something you do,
Mm-hmm.
and I ask this question because I can't think of anything for me. Okay, but I mean, I enjoy this.
Yeah.
Okay, but I enjoy just talking to people and people that I like. And I would like to interview some people I don't like.
Yeah, that
So I
like
could
to
really
see
ask
that
them
too.
some
Yeah.
questions. But when you think about what makes you happy, what would you do today? If I said, hey, what do you want to do? There's no limit, nothing, no limitations.
I think I would get in a truck and drive and see all over the United States. That's what I would love to do. That would be something I've always wanted to do.
Right.
I'm a history girl, so I would like to go see all the historical areas. That would be something I would do. That would be something I've dreamed of doing.
That's really good.
Yeah.
What about the Civil War? Have you ever studied on that?
I have. Love it.
Golly,
love it.
600,000 people.
I know it.
I listen. I listen because I read slow, but I've got a podcast. It's 1 hour. It's 1 hour in history. I listen to a lot of stuff, but I've been going through like the Civil War.
Yeah.
And thinking of how vicious and how awful.
Yeah, terrible.
Like 150,000 people on each side died just from starvation.
I know it.
And things like that.
Crazy.
And I'm thinking, what in the world, man? That's a piece of tin blowing. O'Neill.
Okay,
What is that? Something coming after us. It scared the kids too. But I think about things in the Civil War, how vicious it was.
It was bad.
And gee, you know that in the Confederate Army, that there was no left and right shoe.
Really?
Both shoes were the same. And when you joined the army, you had to bring 2 horses.
Yeah.
Your own rifle, and your clothes. But if you didn't have a horse, you were part of the infantry.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have a gun, you had to wait for someone to die so you'd get their gun.
Yeah, I think they did that with the shoes too, didn't they?
Yeah, they took all the shoes and stuff. But it was just so thinking about traveling is really it's good to do.
Yeah. Well, I think we don't push history. I mean, it's sad parts of history, but if you don't know it,
Right.
I mean, that's what built America. That's how we are where we are today.
Yeah.
And I love history. And Shiloh, Tennessee is where I went, where Brenda and Uncle Roger used to live.
Okay.
That's what got me into really a lot of history, was when I went down there and just seeing the statues that were made back in the 1800s. You wouldn't believe how detailed and beautiful those statues are compared to what you see today. These were out of this world.
Yeah.
And so you need to put that on your bucket list.
That is really, I enjoy it. I like that stuff, and I enjoy learning about it. I didn't. In school was my failure. I didn't learn in school.
Yeah.
I didn't. I really didn't
either. There's
so many smart people I went to school with. I think about Santina State, and I think about Rocky King, and I think about all those people, my cousin Lynn, people that really learned and did a lot. Tim Boyd keeps thinking I'm going to say his name, but I don't. He goes, when you talk about smart people, I know he's thinking, why don't you say my name? But I think about people that really were something, how I admire them. I think about how they learned and how they really, and I didn't. I worked in the coal mines when I was in high school, and I didn't really pay any attention in school. I just wanted to get through year after year.
Yeah, that was me.
And never thought about learning.
No,
I just wanted to get through it and get out.
Yep.
Not knowing it was the best time.
I hate to interrupt the program, but I want to remind you to like, follow, and subscribe, because if you love it and you want to see more, you have to do those things so you don't miss a single video.